Gas in GIT. Gas in GIT is formed as a part of normal process of digestion. When air of the GIT leaves through mouth, it is known as burping, which is also known as belching, which is also known as. The expelled gas is mainly a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen and oxygen gas. When the air of the GIT leaves through anus, it is known as passing gas or flatus. When it will come through the anus, it is known as passing gas or flatus. The expelled gas is mainly a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen with some sulfur also. Having too much gas is uncommon. Uncommon. People will say that they are suffering from large amount of gas, but this is not a common phenomenon. Burping is normal, especially during or just after a meal. Most people pass gas 10 to 20 times per day. This is normal, not a medical problem, but this may be embarrassing. And inability to burp is uncommon. Some cultures regards burping as acceptable in certain situations. In South Asia, it denotes that the guest has enjoyed the food and ate properly. In other parts, for example, Japan, burping or belching during a meal is considered a bad manner. It is not acceptable to bump or pass gas out loud at public places. The gas may cause pain if it is trapped. If it is trapped, cannot pass, then this may cause pain. It will cause distension of a small bowel, a small and large intestine, and causes pain. Distension will lead to pain. From where gas comes from? Gas origin of this gas mainly enters the stomach. Origin, from where it comes from. Mainly gas enters the stomach during swallowing air during eating or drinking. When one is eating or drinking, then this will go inside. The air most often never ever reaches the stomach. It is only in the esophagus. Esophagus. It will not go into usually not goes into the stomach. Air is swallowed during eating too quickly, during drinking through a straw, chewing gums while chewing or sucking candy. Some people swallow air as a nervous habit also, even when they are not eating or drinking. Gas production increases in inflammation of stomach, gastritis, acid reflux or acid reflux. This gas production is increased. Gas is formed in a small intestine and large intestine. This is formed in a small and large intestine. Then due to bacteria ferment the carbohydrates, starch, sugars, fibers, etc. that are not digested. The gas is released as flatus through the anus. The food material which is not digested properly, or fiber, starch, some sugar, they are fermented by bacteria present in the colon, a small or large intestine. Now, food materials. Certain foods produce gas. And in different individuals, different foods will cause more production of this gas. So common foods are beans, peas, legumes, lentils, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, onion, mushrooms, whole grain food, gluten, a protein in wheat, sugar in dairy products for lactose, sugar substitutes or artificial sweeteners, for example, sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, etc., are may cause this large amount of gas production. High fiber diet foods, vegetables and fruits, carbonated beverage as beer and soda, they will produce more gas in the GIT. Disorders or diseases: poor absorption of carbohydrate, improper digestion of food, overgrowth of bacteria in a small or large intestine. This is seen, or disturbance of bacteria. This is seen in some cases of high antibiotic. When high oral antibiotics are given, the bacterial flora, intestinal bacterial flora may be disturbed, and therefore we have seen that with higher antibiotics we have to give oral vitamin B12 and vitamin B complex. So, overgrowth of bacteria in a small or large intestine, or change in bacterial flora of the intestine, constipation may make it difficult to pass gas, and food residue is present for a long time, so fermentation occurs for a long time. Celiac disease, irritable bowel syndrome, all these things may help in gas production. Then sign and symptom. As we know that gas production is, and burping and flutters, passing of gas is a normal phenomena, and this gas formation and its release, burping and flutters, is not causing any medical problem, but it is sometimes embarrassing. But when pain is associated, when this gas is unable to pass through as burping or flutters, and there is obstruction in its movement in the GIT, interfere with it may cause pain. But when pain is associated, or when interfere with the daily activity, it is investigated for other conditions, for other serious conditions. For example, blood in a stool, weight loss, recurrent nausea, vomiting, prolonged abdominal pain, etc. Chest pain may occur due to gas, but it is a rare condition. What is bloating? bloating. Bloating. What is distension and flatulence? Bloating is feeling of fullness or pressure in the abdomen. Bloating is feeling of fullness or pressure in the abdomen. Distension and observable increase in the size of the abdomen is distension. These are not related to gas. This is not related to gas and not relieved by belching or flutters or bowel movement. They are not directly due to intestinal gas. Behavior changes may improve the condition. Bloating and distension is not directly related to gas or movement, though they are not directly due to intestinal gas. Behavior changes will improve the condition. Flatulence is excess gas in GIT. Flatulence is excess gas in GIT, gastrointestinal tract. Gas building up in the intestine, digestion and fermentation of undigested food by bacteria of the intestine leads to gas formation. If some foods are not completely digested by GIT, food residue in a small and large intestine will ferment it to liberate gas. This is flatulence. Excess gas is known as flatulence. Bloating is unable or feeling of fullness in or pressure in the abdomen. Bloating is feeling of fullness of stomach or pressure in the abdomen, and distension is an observable increase in the size of the abdomen. So, we have nothing, no treatment is essential, no drug is essential, but how to reduce burping or passing gas, or prevention of burping and flatus, passing gas. Prevention or reduction of burping and flatulence. So elimination of certain food, we have to see that which food material, which food is causing problem. So certain foods, beans, peas, etc. from diet. Avoid fatty foods. Fatty foods slow the process of digestion. Then food remains so that food remains for a long time in the GIT. Then avoid high fiber diet. High fiber diet for some time at least, as high fiber diet is important and effective for some diseases, beneficial for other reasons. So observe the effect of withdrawal of high fiber diet and observe its effect. Then avoid constipation. Drink a large amount of water. A small frequent diet, simple change in eating process. That is, avoid early eating or fast eating, etc. A small frequent diet, simple change in eating habits, water intake during food and after food in sufficient quantity, stop smoking. Some antacids useful, especially in GERD, and exercise and walking. Simple change, lifestyle change will also cause improvement in this condition. Okay, thank you.